I am the Lorax, and I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees that have no tongues. This, of course, is a quote from the titular Lorax by Dr. Seuss, a story in which a young boy learns about the importance of the forest and especially the trees that are in it. The trees that provide homes for much of the world's fauna and life giving oxygen for us human beings. And a great way to help the environment is to plant trees. It's not only great for the environment, but it's great for us as well. It gives us a chance to work with our hands to help in the fight against climate change and to create some beauty where there might not have been any. Planting trees is a great enterprise that can potentially help a lot of people. But it comes with some work. But this isn't necessarily a bad thing. In actuality, one of the first benefits of planting trees is this labor. It's the chance to get to work with your hands. One of the first things that people think about when considering planting trees is the amount of work that it takes, the amount of labor that it costs. And as someone who's planted trees for around 4 years now, I can attest to the fact that yes, it is very tiring. It's not an easy thing to do, but it can be a very rewarding experience. First, getting your hands dirty comes with surprisingly some mental benefits. According to Crawford, a think tank director turned mechanic, he says if you're making something and painting or cooking and putting things together, and you're using both hands in a more creative way, it can be more engaging for your brain. That's to say that working with your hands can be far more productive than working at a desk. And in this case, you can very well be helping some people out. Next, the second benefit is one that is physical. Of course, the physical benefits, they don't seem nearly as fun. Menial labor isn't something that no one really enjoys, but it can serve as a decent workout. Digging and picking through the ground can promote a lot of physical health. But mental and physical well-being isn't the only thing that can be aided by trees. Of course, the environment can also be aided by planting trees as well. Everyone knows the benefits of planting trees to the environment for the most part. You help by, they create homes for animals, they create food for human beings, and they give us oxygen that we all need. In fact, Timothy Fowey of Cornell University says that an approximate value for a 50-year-old oak forest would be about 30,000 pounds of carbon dioxide sequestered per acre. That's about 60 pounds of carbon dioxide per tree. However, this highlights the issue with planting trees. On its own, it doesn't do very much. In 2018, the EPA estimates humans release 7 billion metric tons of CO2 in the atmosphere. That's about 14 billion pounds of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere in 1 year. That dwarfs the amount of CO2 fixed by an actual acre of forest by 407 million times. They don't even compare, really. But the important thing is to remember that every little bit helps. If our actions can help make the earth just a little bit cleaner, we're doing something that's good. But planting trees isn't only a good way to try and help the environment, it's definitely a great way to help neighborhoods. One of the best benefits of planting trees is the fact that they create something beautiful that people can look at. They have several visual and emotional benefits to them. The International Society of Arboriculture, a professional green industry organization, says trees can significantly reduce stress, fatigue, and even decrease recovery time from surgery. Trees create green spaces that can help create some respites from the concrete jungles that we call home. Trees are a beautiful hub of positivity that create wonderful areas that we can enjoy. To plant a tree is to test yourself physically and make some actual tangible change. To plant a tree is to create another boon in the fight against climate change. planting a tree creates a little more beauty that can be great mentally and emotionally for anyone who gets to see it. But this isn't something that happens over a little while. It takes a long time for any of this to really take root. Jean-Francois Bastin of ETH Zurich in Switzerland found Earth's ecosystems can support another 950 million hectaacres of forest. That's 2.3 billion acres of potential trees that we could help grow. That is why I implore you to go find and try and enjoy the Relief organization right here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's an organization that goes throughout the city and plants trees during their season, and it's an amazing place to start when trying to start planting trees. I ask you to remember that alone, much like a single tree, we don't stand a chance against climate change. But together, much like a mighty forest, we might be able to just make a real dent in this thing.